colonizers, when they took over Muslim lands, one of their first objectives, they already beat the Muslims militarily, socially, economically. They beat us. We got subjugated. There's a reason the French dominated us, the British dominated us, the Dutch dominated us. They ruled over our lands. But that wasn't enough. They knew there's something in Islam, like a seed, that grows up again. Then it grows up again. Then it grows up again. We have to make sure we cut off the supply of the farmers so they don't produce the right seeds, so nothing grows. So we need to implement education systems where the seed is planted early of kufr, and we need to replace these seeds of people learning their book. We need to replace that and tell them, if you speak English and eat with a fork and spoon, you're civilized. But if you learn your book, you're backwards. See, it's because you learned your religion, you fell backwards. If you had just learned the European languages, and if you had just learned Western, because we brought civilization to you uncivilized people. If you just learn civilization, you'll learn to become ahead like we are. Give them something else to grow towards. Instead of growing towards the sun, growing towards the light, grow towards the earth. Go deeper into the earth. Become more materialistic. Give them materialistic education. Don't give them a spiritual, don't let them have that. Right? And then we help them. I argue we help them. How did we help them? We said, fine, you teach dunya. We told the British, you teach dunya. We're going to teach deen. We'll build giant walls and teach deen inside those walls. Outside those walls, you can build universities and teach dunya. And what is secularism? Secularism is when you separate religion from the rest of life. So the people who built the walls to just teach inside and stay inside those walls, isn't that secularism? What is this religion supposed to do? What is a crop supposed to do? It produces food. And food that feeds who? Everyone. It goes everywhere. But when a crop is produced and only the farmers eat, and then they produce again and only the farmers eat, and the rest of society is going hungry, isn't the purpose of agriculture to feed the entire world? Human civilization functions on agriculture, doesn't it? Is it just believers that function from it? Is it just farmers that eat the crop? It is the farmers that feed the entire world, right? We created systems in which when you want to become Islamic, you stay inside an Islamic bubble, and you don't let outside. Everybody else can just go to hell, right? So now we're just feeding our own seeds. Feeding our own seeds. And this was a disease of a people that came before us, who thought they were superior because of their religion. They didn't interact with the others. They felt they were the chosen people, and they stayed within themselves and bubbled themselves off. And this religion came as rahmatan lil alameen. It was the opposite. We're supposed to interact with the world. So when we accepted our role as religious bubbled communities, we helped the colonizers in their agenda. We did their job for them. That's what we did. Our Muslim universities were supposed to be teaching medicine, engineering. They were supposed to be teaching anthropology, sociology, psychology, all of the sciences, at the same time developing a scripture-inspired, a Quran-inspired, a prophetic legacy-inspired worldview. So you could see science through the light of Allah. You could see history through the light of Allah. You can study psychology through the light of Allah, sociology through the light of Allah. These things were not separate from each other. They were supposed to go together. But now you get students, masakeen, Ustad, I just want to study deen. I don't want to study dunya. I'm like, why? You're promoting secularism. You're promoting that dichotomy that the Quran came to break. It came to break that dichotomy. And that's again within the parable of the farm. Okay.